Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Muddy Reviews. Today we are going to be going over the London Bridge 1694 RS or Sentinel releasable plate carrier. I managed to snag this plate carrier during London Bridge's recent sale. These plate carriers normally retail for over $700. I got this one for $370 shipped to my door during their sale. I will say right away, it's a 1694. If you know anything about 1694s, it's a 1694. However, it's releasable, which is kind of great. In my normal day job, when I'm not playing BB Wars and being a big adult nerd running around playing BB Wars, I do operate on the water and operate is such a pretentious term. I work on the water, and having something like this releasability is great. I'm a big fan of releasable stuff. I saw when I was deployed. Releasable would have saved some people's lives, and yeah, I'm a fan. So anyway, enough of that. I've got on the table in front of us a standard 6x8 side stapping and a standard 6x6 side stapping. So the reason I have these here is because I also have one of each in this guy. Cummerbund itself is great because it can hold either. So go ahead and spin her around. This side here, I've got the 6x6. So the flap here, or the material, comes up pretty high, so you can accommodate the 6x8. At first, I was kind of struggling to figure out how in the world you're going to do that. And it was just, because it just seemed so stupid, because I was putting the plate in there, messing with it, and it didn't want to Velcro down all the way. I was like, what in the hell? So I just kind of tucked the excess in like a little taco, and it's clean. I haven't had a chance to run this yet. Like I said, it came in today, so I'll find out if this is going to be an issue, if this is all going to flop up and come up and be all crazy and stupid. But I'm hoping it just kind of stays down and clean like that when not being utilized with the 6x8 plate. The Cummerbund, like other 1694 models, and even the Eagle MX, has a, which is basically a 1694. It has a built-in integrated radio pouch here, which I'll show you more of in a minute. And they did not give me, those cheap bastards. They didn't give me cordage on this one. Thanks, LBT. Thanks a lot. Easy fix. Anyway, bringing her around. Rear plate bag. We've got loop field. We've got comm/hydration tube. Routing port. Really cross-grain webbing. I got a nice drag handle. Really good stitching. I mean, LBT is really known for how quality their stitching is. They always have been. They make great stuff. I mean, SEAL teams have been using LBT kit for 3-4 decades now, maybe a hot minute. I've been to LBT many a time. I used to live in Virginia Beach. I used to work in Virginia Beach, and I was stationed there for a while, and I love LBT. They've never done wrong by you if you go there and purchase stuff. I've had stuff break that was issued to me, or stuff I purchased when I was stationed in Virginia Beach, and I took it to LBT directly. Just went over to LBT and was like, "Hey, this broke," and they fixed it. It was pretty great. I mean, their like warranty is no joke. Anyway, enough of that. So on the back of this guy here, we've got the little flap here. This opens up. So this is different than other 1694s. And it's similar more to like a Cyrus or something of that nature. A normal 1694 has this little pass-through, but it doesn't have this Velcro that opens. And that's so you can reach in and adjust the release mechanism and the cummerbund there. And it adjusts a lot like a Cyrus or other releasable vests. The release mechanisms, they really are not that different from company to company, vest to vest. I mean, it's just some 1-inch webbing, nylon webbing with some eyelets, and that's about it. But, I mean, in reality, if it's not broke, why fix it? It's a great design, and it works. All right, moving along, the Cummerbund. We're this side. This is where we've got the 6x8, the big boy side plate. I personally hated wearing 6x8s. I only wore them when I had to. I wore these 6x6s when I could get away with it. It wasn't as often as I liked, but I did wear these when I could. If I had to, I wore the 6x8s. I didn't like a high there. That's a loose weird thread. Whatever. And this is the integrated comms Cummerbund I was telling you about. See here, you got the cordage. This is meant more for like an embedder, not a 152. I'll have to do some modification to make this work with the 152. This is not a real 152, of course, because I am a poor person and I don't own a 152 because I don't even know if I'm allowed to own one. And I have no need for a real one anyway. This is a TRI 152. Nice radio. I use it for my BB LARPing. But these would also be really good to have because they're basic little ham radios. And they're great for camping, hiking. Dare I use the term bug out? But yeah, these are great radios. I actually like it. It's a pretty robust little radio. Way better than their old one, but that's neither here nor there. I'll go into this another day on another review. So she's leaving. I'll bring it around again. Back to the front plate bag. So I'm not going to bother trying to open up this Kangaroo area because I don't have the strength and dexterity in my hand because I'm still recovering from that hand surgery, as you saw from the other video when this bad boy was wrapped up. This Velcro is really new, and this is toit. So, plate pocket. One of the first things I noticed was the lack. It was very sterile inside of here, and I didn't see any badging other than just an L on the inside of this Cummerbund. My other one had like at least a small little tab. This is 1694. Plate. Let's get her out of there. She doesn't need to be in there anymore. Plate pocket. Nice, big. It's just a large. I normally, like that was a medium sappy. I like to run mediums up front, even though I wear a large vest, because I like the maneuverability it gives me, and I can punch out better. On this guy, the Cummerbund in the front, the first thing I noticed that struck me compared to the other 1694 was this awesome little elastic inside. Thing's kicking my ass. All right, so the internal of this Cummerbund's got this 1-inch elastic, which makes it curl up. Weirdly enough, all the time. There's always this like tension on the Cummerbund right there. But it's got this 1-inch elastic, and it's not part of the retention system, so I don't know what the point of this is. I don't know if it's just to give it more rigidity or what, but that's what it is. It's totally different than the other 1694, which I'll show you in a minute. I will flip this girl on over to the back. We'll take the large sappy out. And also, this is where you see the labeling and the badging right here. LBT 1694, Bravo RS. This big old mamma jamma out of here. Big old sap plate. Yep. All right, big sap plate's out. So now she's pretty much empty except for the side sappies. I'm going to go ahead and move the RS out of the way, and I'm going to bring in the other LBT and give you an idea of what's different. Here we have my other 1694. She's all floppy because she's empty. You got the same loop field in the front. You've got the same Kangaroo pouch, which I can actually open. She's loose. She's been abused. You can fit some good Kangaroo inserts here. 556, 762, MP5, whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat, whatever they make, it'll go in there. LBT actually makes quite a few different inserts for these. I know I was never a cool guy, but I know the cool guy community in the Navy, they have some really cool inserts from LBT that go in here. And I know S&S Precision actually makes a really awesome, I believe it's Kydex insert that goes in here. And it's really nice. As I was saying about the Cummerbund, first thing I noticed, there is none of that 1-inch elastic in there in this Cummerbund. Integrated radio pocket, it feels a little looser. Feels like, you know, this radio pocket feels like, you know, it's been around the block a few times. It's ready to settle down. That other one, it still has some wild oats it needs to sow. This one's ready to get married, to settle down. So, get a little padding right here. These pockets will hold, I believe, 6x8s. I haven't tried it though. I have to check that, so don't quote me. Flip her over. Much like my other one, we've got the badging for this one's in here too, so that's where your label's at. So if you ever want to know if you got a real 694 on your hands, or a really good clone or whatever, inside the plate bag, that's where your label's going to be. That's what it's going to look like right there. You have your little red lion. You're going to have your LBT label. That's where they hide on these. As you can see, the back of this guy here, no loop field. There was a loop field originally. I removed it because I didn't need it and I didn't like it. Now, so these are the Triglides I was talking about. These Triglides are for the adjustment points of the shoulder straps. I like these a little better so far. As I said, of course, it's a new plate carrier. Haven't had a chance to run it. I might like it better, but I just, from my initial finger fucking of it and just looking at it, I just don't feel like it's going to have the same amount of shoulder adjustment and shoulder width and girth adjustment that this 694 does. So, but I will go ahead and show you the same shoulder. So again, left shoulder, open her up. There we go. You know, I didn't show you the other shoulder. Huh, I'm a knucklehead. I'll show you the other shoulder. I meant to show you the other shoulder. So anyway, so Triglide, you just move it around and adjust it. Bring it in, fold it as you need. It's pretty good. Man, look at that. You caught me lying. You got your cable and hose routing little doodads here. I'm at a loss for the terminology for it. If you didn't know this, 694s have this little bit of Velcro right here. Also got this little guy here. What these two things do is LBT makes this little flap, and it Velcros in right here, and this secures it, and this turns this little field into an admin panel. Who would have thunk it? Neat design, cool idea. I personally carry too much crap in my admin panel for what they designed. But it's really neat. I think outside the box. That's what I like about LBT. But this 1694 is a great vest. I like it. I have no issues with it. The only reason I bought the RS was because I'm a huge freaking nerd and I wanted a releasable vest because I do work on water occasionally. Two, I really wanted a vest that's going to be accurate for my BB War nerd impression, which is Spanish Special Navy War Force, or FGNE, and they use the RS versus, well, they also use the A, but the RS is the more reasonably accurate one. And it was amazingly dirt cheap, and I've always wanted one, so now I have two. I may hang on to it, I may sell it, I don't know. Anyway, get this guy out of here, and we'll bring the RS back in so I can show you that other shoulder that I meant to show you before. And she's back. So the RS shoulder here, this is what I was talking about. Well, I'll show you the other one. So this guy is the release right here. This little guy right here. This little black guy right here. This is the release. Bring him up and you yank. You just yank him. Just give him a pull. Just give him a little pulley pull. Just pull him out. He likes it. Anyway, this guy here is your release. This is your shoulder adjustment. If you notice, Hey, what do we got here? No Triglides. What the heck? How am I supposed to adjust my shoulder? Well, you have this. One little Velcro sandwich. That's it. That's all you got. That's all she wrote, man. That's all you got. That's it. Yeah. And you got this little strip here. That's all you got. You bring it up that much? You bring it out that much? But that's all you have. I'm perplexed by how little I can adjust this. It really bothers me. As you can tell, I'm honestly really bothered by this. But that's all you got, and then you bring your adjuster down, and man, it just doesn't seem like enough. I feel like that was an area where I'm assuming because of the toggle, they had to make some sacrifice. But I just don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I feel like they still could have maybe got away with it. Maybe not. But I'm not a designer at LBT, and I don't design releasable vests, so I don't know. However, it is still a nice. I do like this release, though. I will not lie to you. Cyrus is up here. Pull this way. I wore a Cyrus on deployments when I did deploy. That was my releasable vest that I wore in Iraq, and I liked it. And the pull was easy to pull, easy to get to. Can't tell you how many times guys would just yank your pull, and there goes your vest. Rav, it's over here on this side. You pull it out. A couple other vests are similar to that. I like this one up here. I really do. I like the simplicity of it up in your shoulder. And I like the fact that somebody else, if they want to come by and play fuck games, they really got to work for it to get up here. It's a lot harder to grab than anywhere else. Well, I mean, really a Cyrus one. If someone lets someone grab that, you're kind of an idiot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I enjoyed making it. If you found this informative, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know. Give me a comment. Tell me, hey, fuckstick, you're doing terrible. Or, hey, man, great job, good review. I think I'm going to grab me one of those 2 vests. If you want to get more review content, or you want to know when I upload or add new reviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That would be pretty cool. I would appreciate that. And just let those comments flow. I'm not going to moderate the comment section at all. I'm just going to let people talk. I'm not going to stifle free speech. I'm a huge free speech advocate. I'm also a huge Second Amendment advocate. So, yeah, let it fly, guys, man. Tell me if I'm doing good, doing bad, whatever. As it is said, hope you enjoyed the video. Kind of a long one. Peace. Take it easy.